Cincinnati Reds versus Washington Nationals. The Cincinnati Reds, 52-49, and the Washington Nationals, 40-60, will close out their three-game series in the National League on Wednesday. The first game was played on Monday with the Nationals winning 10-8. The second game was played on Tuesday. Washington currently holds a 3-1 lead in the season series. Cincinnati will start Nick Lodolo with a 3.33 ERA, with Washington sending out Michael Soroka with a 5.10 ERA. The Cincinnati Reds scored 8 runs in the first game of this series, but it wasn't enough as Washington put up 10 to pull away. The Reds are fourth in the NL Central and have the same record as the Cardinals, who sit in third as we head into Tuesday night's games. The Reds are 3.5 games out of the final wild card spot. In Monday's game, Gavin Lux had 2 hits and 2 RBIs in the loss. Lux took the DH spot on Monday and batted 5th in the lineup. The 27-year-old plays in the outfield when he is not the DH and is in his first season with Cincinnati after spending the last 5 seasons with the Dodgers. So far this year, Lux has 4 home runs and 39 RBIs while batting .265 at the plate. Elly De La Cruz has been batting third as their shortstop. The All-Star leads the team in most offensive categories, including 18 home runs, 65 RBIs, and 107 hits, while also having the best batting average out of qualified hitters at .279. Spencer Steer is their first baseman. He bats 6th and has added 11 home runs and 41 RBIs this season. Nick Lodolo will make his 21st start of the season as a 27-year-old left-hander. He has a 7-6 record with the team winning in 4 of his last 5 starts. His ERA is 3.33 to go with 104 strikeouts against 23 walks. In his last start, Lodolo gave up 8 runs over 7 innings in a win over the Mets. The Washington Nationals are stuck in the bottom of the NL East and had a tough finish to the end of the first half of the season. They lost their last 4 heading into the All-Star break, then dropped their first series back against the Padres. In terms of the National League standings, they are only ahead of the Pirates and Rockies and are 15 games out of the last wild card spot. In Monday's game, Josh Bell homered in the 3rd inning in the win. Bell hit his 12th home run of the season on Monday and was batting 3rd as the DH. The 32-year-old has bounced around the league and even played with the Nationals in 2021-2022 and has since returned after playing games with the Padres, Guardians, Marlins, and Diamondbacks. Bell has 37 RBIs and has a .223 batting average. James Wood is the brightest spot of the season in Washington. The young first-time All-Star leads the team with 24 home runs and 70 RBIs. He had 2 doubles in Monday's win. C.J. Abrams leads the team with a .279 average, adding 13 homers and 36 RBIs from the leadoff spot. Michael Soroka will make his 15th start of the season as a 27-year-old right-hander. He has a 3-7 record, but the team has lost in each of his last 7 starts. Soroka has a 5.10 ERA with 77 strikeouts and 21 walks. He allowed 1 run over 5 innings in his last start against the Padres. These teams combined for 18 runs on Monday, but this game will regress to the mean as these are not 2 of the most powerful offenses in baseball. Washington is only 18th in the league in runs scored and 22nd in home runs. They will be going against Lodolo, who has been one of the best pitchers for Cincinnati over their past few weeks. He has limited his opponents to 2 or fewer runs in 5 of his last 6 games. Soroka is on the mound for Washington. He can't seem to find a win lately, but it is not always his fault. Soroka gave up just 1 earned run against the Padres and Angels in recent games, and the Nationals still lost. Cincinnati has gone under in 7 of their last 9 games. This will go under again. The Cincinnati Reds lost on Monday, but that was due to a poor pitching performance that won't repeat itself with Lodolo on the mound. The Reds have won 5 of their last 6 games with Lodolo starting, and the 1 loss in that stretch wasn't due to his performance. He gave up just 3 earned runs against the NL East leading Phillies. In the 5 wins, Lodolo has held opposing offenses in check, allowing 2 or fewer runs each time and pitching deep into games to give the bullpen a rest. The opposite has been true for the Nationals, as Soroka has led them to a loss in each of his last 7 starts. He has struggled to locate his pitches, giving up 26 earned runs over that stretch, including a rough outing against the Red Sox, in which he allowed 7 earned runs in just 4 innings. With Lodolo's consistency and Soroka's ongoing struggles, the Reds are well positioned to bounce back and grab a confidence-boosting win before leaving town. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Cincinnati Reds money line. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Los Angeles Angels versus New York Mets. The Angels and Mets wrap up their 3-game interleague series in Queens on Wednesday afternoon. The Angels are in 4th place in the American League West Division, while the Mets are neck and neck for the top spot in the NL East with the Phillies. The pitching matchup in the series finale is still undecided. The Angels haven't committed to a starter as of this writing, while the Mets will turn to lefty Sean Manaea, 0-1, 2.45. The Los Angeles Angels were on the verge of winning their 2nd straight game on Monday, jumping out to a 4-0 lead through 3 innings and chasing Mets' starter Kodai Senga. The Angels couldn't hold the lead, however, falling 7-5 after allowing the Mets 5 runs in the 7th and 8th innings. Taylor Ward was the standout offensive player for the Angels, knocking in 3 runs while going 2 for 5 in the game. The Angels have not committed to an official starter for Wednesday afternoon's game. They sent down rookie Jack Kochanowicz after another rough outing before the All-Star break. They have several options to start the game, but the most likely could be veteran lefty Reed Detmers. Detmers is a career starter who has pitched exclusively out of the pen this season after losing the battle for the 5th spot in the rotation to Kochanowicz. He has made 42 appearances out of the pen, with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses, including 2 saves. He has an ERA of 4.17 and a WHIP of 1.39. Detmers has struck out 55 batters and walked 19. He has given up 44 hits in 45.1 innings of work, including 4 home runs. Regardless of which pitcher the Angels turn to, this will likely turn into a bullpen game. The New York Mets are looking at a long fight for the top spot in the NL East Division, regularly trading spots with the Phillies throughout the first half. Heading into Tuesday night's game with the Angels, the Mets are just a half game behind the Phillies for first place in the division. They stayed a half game out thanks to a come-from-behind 7-5 win on Monday night over the Angels. The Mets erased a 4-0 deficit, sparked by Brett Beatty's 2-run homer and Juan Soto's game-tying single. The Mets will look to close out this 3-game series with a victory on Wednesday afternoon. They'll do so with Sean Manaea, recently returned from the IL on the Hill. The big lefty has made 2 starts since coming off the IL and has a 0-1 record with a solid 2.45 ERA and a WHIP of 1.09. The Mets are hopeful that Manaea can get deeper in this game after pitching just 7.1 innings total in his first 2 starts, including a high of 4 innings in his last outing. Manaea has allowed 6 hits with 13 strikeouts and 2 walks, though the Mets are 0-2 in his starts. This one could be the highest-scoring game of the series, with the bullpens asked to do the heavy lifting. The Angels have gone over the number in 4 of their last 5 games entering Tuesday night's contest. They'll try to work on Manaea's pitch count and force the Mets to go to their bullpen earlier than later. On the other side of the diamond, the Mets should see several pitchers as well, with Detmers unlikely to get past the 4th inning in this spot start. Fireworks could be in the offing in Queens on Wednesday. The Mets have been phenomenal at home this season, with a mark of 35-16 heading into Tuesday night's game. They've capitalized on the pitcher-friendly dimensions of Citi Field while consistently getting clutch hitting from the heart of their order. The Mets have also been solid during the day, going 22-18 in such matchups, with a team batting average over .265 and a bullpen ERA under 3.90 in day games. The Angels, on the other hand, are just 25-28 on the road and 10-21 during the day, frequently plagued by inconsistent starting pitching and defensive lapses. Their struggles in early games are even more apparent in the bullpen, which owns a 4.78 ERA when playing before 6 p.m. On Wednesday, the Angels will likely lean on the pen again, even if Reed Detmers gets the start. Detmers has worked exclusively in relief this season, logging fewer than 3 innings in every appearance, and can't be expected to go deep into the game, especially against a Mets offense that's drawn the 4th most walks in the National League. New York starter Sean Manaea, meanwhile, is making just his 3rd start of the year, but has looked sharper each time out, limiting hard contact while keeping the ball in the park. If he can get the Mets into the middle innings, the home bullpen should be in position to lock it down. With the NL East race tightening, the Mets need to take care of business in these winnable games, and all signs point to them taking advantage of a tired Angels pitching staff and continuing their home dominance with another crucial win. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is New York Mets ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Milwaukee Brewers versus Seattle Mariners. A marquee interleague matchup awaits at T-Mobile Park as the Milwaukee Brewers, 60-40, currently riding an 11-game winning streak, take on the Seattle Mariners, 53-47, striving to stabilize their playoff push in the AL West. This game features a strong pitching matchup between Quinn Priester, 8.2, 3.33 ERA for Milwaukee, and Luis Castillo, 7.5, 3.21 ERA for Seattle. Milwaukee's remarkable 11-game winning streak underscores their status as one of the most formidable teams in MLB this season. Their success is built on a complementary blend of strong hitting and effective pitching. Offensively, the Brewers rank 7th in MLB with an average of 4.79 runs per game, supported by a solid .250 team batting average and exceptional base running prowess. Their 116 stolen bases place them 2nd in the majors. On the mound, righty Quinn Priester has been strong. Priester has held his opponents to 3 earned runs or less in 12 of his last 13 starts, always giving Milwaukee a chance, and those chances have been resulting to wins recently. Milwaukee has won Priester's last 9 starts, and his strong command and ability to suppress hard contact make him a formidable opponent for any lineup. The Brewers' bullpen has also consistently helped maintain leads, with respectable team ERA of 3.62, 6th in MLB. Seattle is battling hard in the competitive American League West, currently 5 games out of 1st. Offensively, the Mariners rank 8th in runs scored per game, 4.67, led by the powerful bat of Cal Raleigh, 38 home runs, .983 OPS, and the contact consistency of J.P. Crawford, .285 batting average. However, the Mariners' lineup has shown some inconsistency lately, exemplified by a mixed 5-5 record over their last 10 games, making every series feel more critical as the postseason race tightens. On the mound, Luis Castillo is the ace tasked with slowing Milwaukee's offense. Castillo's 3.42 ERA on the season and 3.72 ERA over his last 5 starts has shown his consistency. Castillo has 100 strikeouts in 115 innings this season, and the Mariners have won his last 5 starts, providing him with solid run support. Behind Castillo, the Mariners' bullpen ERA is 14th in MLB with a 3.87 ERA, and the defense is 8th with 44 errors on the season, showing overall competence in support roles. The Astros will be able to control this game with Valdez on the mound, which will slow down the scoring punch from Arizona. The D-backs got hot against St. Louis, but they did not face a pitcher who is on a run quite like Valdez. 3 of his last 4 starts, he held his opponents scoreless and will have a similar performance here against Arizona. Valdez has also improved his command and efficiency, allowing fewer base runners while consistently going deep into games, which should further limit Arizona's offensive rhythm. Rodriguez is on the mound for the D-backs. He has held his opponent to 1 or fewer runs in 3 of his last 5 games and has looked sharp despite Arizona's inconsistencies. He's been particularly effective when he gets ahead in the count early. This will be a low-scoring battle in the desert, with pitching dominating the narrative and run production likely coming at a premium throughout the contest. Getting plus money on the hottest team in baseball here is too good to pass up. The Milwaukee Brewers have been red hot and enter this matchup with serious momentum, having won 7 straight games against teams with winning records. Even more compelling, the Brewers have won the last 9 games started by Quinn Priester, who continues to deliver solid outings while keeping his walks down and ground ball rate high. The right-hander has allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 5 of his last 6 starts and has shown great command against power-heavy lineups. While Seattle's Luis Castillo has also pitched well and brings an elite strikeout rate to the mound, Milwaukee's locked-in lineup and superior pitching depth give them a clear edge. The Brewers are hitting over 270 with runners in scoring position during their recent run and have posted a 796 OPS against right-handed pitchers this month. The Mariners have been inconsistent lately, going just 3-3 in their last 6 games as a favorite, and have seen their bullpen wear down under heavy usage, leading to some late-inning meltdowns. Castillo's high pitch counts and Milwaukee's patient approach at the plate could force Seattle to tap into that bullpen earlier than desired. I can't justify backing them at this price against a Brewers squad that's peaking at the right time and getting contributions from every part of their roster. With Milwaukee's form, offensive versatility, and value, they're the clear play at plus 118 in what could be one of the better underdog spots on the board. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Milwaukee Brewers ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. New York Yankees versus Toronto Blue Jays. It's the second game of a 4-game series between AL East foes on the diamond north of the border, as the New York Yankees travel to face the Toronto Blue Jays Wednesday night. And in the opening game of the series, Toronto picked up a 4-1 victory to draw first blood in the set Monday night. New York saw their 2-game win streak snapped and lost for the 4th time in 6 games as they were beaten in the opening game of this series Monday night. The Yankees entered Tuesday 55-45 on the season and stood second in the AL East, 4 games behind the Blue Jays for the top spot. They own the top wildcard spot in the American League playoff picture. In Monday's opener, New York managed only 5 hits against Toronto, pitching with no player recording more than 1. Giancarlo Stanton hit his 5th homer of the year to account for the Yankees' offensive output, as the team was 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position while leaving 7 runners on base. Carlos Rodon, 10-7, took the loss as he allowed 4 runs, 2 earned, on 6 hits with 5 walks and 4 strikeouts over 5 innings of work. Max Fried gets the ball for the Yankees as he logs his 21st start of the season in this contest. He is 11-3 with a 2.43 ERA, a 1.008 WHIP, 27 walks and 113 strikeouts, over 122 innings of work on the year. Fried took the loss in his last start, which came against the Cubs on the road July 12th. He threw 3 innings, allowing 4 runs, 3 earned on 6 hits with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts in a game. The Yankees went on to lose 5-2. In his last 3 starts, Fried has a 1-1 record with a 6.43 ERA, a 1.50 WHIP, 6 walks and 9 strikeouts over 14 innings of work. Fried makes his 6th career start against the Blue Jays in this contest. He is 3-0 with a 1.74 ERA, a 0.935 WHIP, 10 walks and 20 strikeouts over 31 innings of work against them. Fried didn't factor in the decision in his lone career start at Rogers Center, which came July 1st. He threw 6 innings, allowing 4 runs on 3 hits with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts in a game the Yankees lost 12-5. Toronto won their 4th straight and ran their home win streak to a franchise record 11 games as they took the opening game of this set Monday night. The Blue Jays entered Tuesday 59-41 and held a 4-game lead in the American League East over the Yankees. Against New York Monday night, Toronto totaled 6 hits with Alejandro Kirk, the lone player, with 2. The Blue Jays were 3 of 11, with runners in scoring position, and left 9 runners on base in the contest. Kevin Gausman, 7-7, earned the win as he threw 7 innings, allowing 1 run on 4 hits with 2 walks and 8 strikeouts, before departing. Jeff Hoffman fanned the side in the 9th to earn his 24th save. Chris Bassitt takes the mound for his 22nd appearance, 21st start of the year for the Blue Jays in this contest. He is 10-4 with a 3.89 ERA, a 1.359 WHIP, 29 walks and 109 strikeouts over 113.1 innings of work on the year. Bassitt picked up the win in his last start, which came against the Giants Friday night. He threw 6.1 scoreless innings, allowing 10 hits with no walks and 5 strikeouts in a 4-0 Blue Jays triumph. In his last 3 appearances, 2 starts, Bassitt is 2-0 with a 0.68 ERA, a 1.12 WHIP, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts over 13.1 innings of work. Bassitt makes his 8th career start against the Yankees in this contest. He is 4-1 with a 2.03 ERA, a 1.128 WHIP, 12 walks, and 53 strikeouts over 44.1 innings of work against them. Bassitt is 22-13 with a 3.48 ERA, a 1.242 WHIP, 93 walks, and 293 strikeouts over 286.2 innings of work in 48 career starts at Rogers Center. The under has hit in 54 of the Yankees' 100 games, with New York averaging 5.21 runs and allowing 4.12, 9.33 total, which climbs to 9.65 on the road. Toronto has gone over in 53 of 100 games, averaging 4.62 runs overall and 5.33 at home, with home games averaging 9.58 total runs. Despite those numbers, Game 1 had just 5 runs, and both starters bring strong run prevention into this matchup. Toronto has been hot of late, and that catapulted them to the top of the AL East standings. The Blue Jays are a stellar 36-16 at Rogers Center entering Tuesday and have won 11 straight contests at home, showing just how dominant they've been in front of their fans. Fried has been solid in his first year in pinstripes, but has struggled with blister issues that cut his previous start before the All-Star break short. The Yankees were 25-26 on the road entering Tuesday and were just 2-6 against Toronto on the season, including a 0-5 mark at Rogers Center. With New York sputtering a bit and Toronto sizzling, give the advantage to the hosts here in the series finale, where momentum could prove decisive. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Toronto Blue Jays ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.